new people are even on your channel.
There's the new people? Probably
Yeah.
none of them. I think Boombastic is, but I don't know. I don't know why I was signing into this. I don't need this, dummy.
Into what?
In a pep. I literally just signed back into Pep and I didn't need to.
Oh. Yeah,
Shit.
I don't think many of the new people are on.
I don't know. Switch.
Hmm?
Oh, I said switch. I was talking to myself out loud. Edit video.
I think it's in the customization.
Nope, not there.
Not in the customization?
Mm-mm. Excuse me. Oh, that's the AI. See what
Man.
happens.
Huh?
So let's see what it says. Where's
There's
Christina?
Christina. Hello, Melissa. How's
Hello.
it going? Hey, I just noticed you on here.
That's right, Michelle. Michelle did.
You guys are, we're gonna have to figure this out. I'm gonna contact my creator support and talk to them about it because I'm done with I'm done with it. But this right there tells you that there's a problem on mine. They've got something going on mine, probably on purpose.
Kevin.
Which would also explain why our views are down by about 88%. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't. And I might have, but not actually like actively paid attention to it.
Hello, Kevin. Going good, Melissa says. Good deal. I'm glad to hear the good news, Christina.
Yeah. I called her as soon as I saw that.
Melissa, I am
Yeah.
so fed up with YouTube. Just being on my channel, it can't be done. It's just constant audio issues. I want to know why they reset my YouTube channel, the YouTube Live, the live stream, every 1 hour and 52 minutes. And when we come back, it's got major audio issues, same issues we were dealing with tonight. No idea why. Definitely.
Go back. Back.
And there's not very many people in the new crowd that knows about this channel.
Yeah, because I haven't talked about it.
Mm-mm. You should probably do something about that.
Yeah.
I always forget. Because my channel has been just forefront for the last 4 years, and I'm gonna tell them that too. Is that what I just worked for 4 long years? As soon as I hit monetization, it's like YouTube's always been against me. I'm not a victim, by the way, but it's almost like they've always been against me because I'm not kidding. The day that I got monetized, because
Mhm.
I hit my 1,000 early, and but I did not hit my view hours for another 3 or 4 months. That's when I started going live. Hello, Cynthia. The day I hit
No.
that 4,000 watch hours, I I have fought ever since the last 2 years to get more than 50 views on any video. But before that, it was 250, 200, and 180, and 300 and 500. It just depended on what I put something up about. We also were on the video chat in Discord, and none of you came. So we didn't know what happened. We just figured y'all weren't interested in us. But YouTube pissed me off. No, you can't send gifts on here. The best we can do is,
I don't have the followers.
yeah, she's not even close to monetized.
Oh my god.
Imagine that.
No, hey, JJ. I asked JJ to bring me a water earlier today. They heard this on the Kevin and Donna heard this on the Discord chat today. I asked JJ to bring me some water. He walks away. He closes the door, walks away, then comes back a few seconds later and he goes, "You want cold water or not cold water?" Why in the hell would you ask me that question? Hello, freeway.
Uh, I don't know what they've done, but I literally have not heard anybody else having the problems with their lives that I've had. We do not get kicked off because we're not playing because of music we're playing. No, I don't. I have not had electricity since Monday. Monday. That's a big chargeable light that Scott got me. They also, like clockwork, shut my live off at every 1 hour, 52 minutes. And then it resets, and then when we come back, we've got the audio issues. We need to find a streaming platform that will allow us to go live without the fucking drama. I am tired of the drama. If they're fucking with me because other people are playing music, that is so wrong. There's just nothing right about that. They need to be kicking the people playing music off. Take away their right to go live. It's simple.
Yeah.
I was on his live the other day because somebody gave me a membership, Sherry, and he never cut out. He never had any problem, and I just let it run while I was at the shop. He never had any problem. The whole time I was at the shop, he was live. I finally closed it. There are other people that get to go live for 12 hours at a time. I can never do that. They would never allow me to do that. They just reset it. And by the way, how you feeling, Sherry? I got bit by a mosquito. Don't even know how that damn thing was out there in the cold.
Who knows?
I was only out there for a short time. I just don't even know how to handle it right now. All it does is piss me the hell off. Because for 4 years, I busted my ass to get my channel to where it is, and that's how I'm going to be treated. Come on now. It's ridiculous. It just pisses me smooth off. And I have never seen it happen to anybody else's. Debbie doesn't have that problem. And I'm like, why in the hell did I have that problem? I just feel like what they're trying to do is cut back on the amount of people going live. That's what it feels like. Well, is it the same problem that's going on, or has something else happened? Well, I'm going to contact creator support and let them know, listen, we can't continue to do this. I'm just to a point now, and I told Tori, if it doesn't work on your channel, I'm not going to do it anymore. I just don't see any point in it. What's the point of fighting with it? How many times did we try to go live? 7, 8?
Something like
I
that.
did 3.
I did 3 or 4.
In case you all missed it, Michelle did not have her surgery today. It rescheduled for next Friday. Oh, no, I'm not sorry about it, Michelle. It's been really quiet, I can tell you that. I know exactly how much I owe. And when when they send me another bill, there better not be anything added to it. Nothing. 0 hour kilowatts or whatever hour used. If they don't, and I told them when they called me that last time, Monday morning, I told them, I said, I'm telling you right now, you send me a bill with any addition from this point on, and I will know for a fact you people are after me about something, and I'm done. And she says, no. And I said, yeah, nobody who lives alone, who doesn't use that side of the house at all for anything, and who barely goes into that side of the house unless I'm going to bed or take a shower or shit. There's no reason for a $425 bill. I told the park manager, I don't know if I told you this, Tori. I called Rhonda and I told her, I said, I have no electricity, just so you know. I said, and I will not have it back. And she goes, oh my God, what are you going to do? And I said, well, I lost that appeal. And then when I paid them only 4 days late after talking to them, they still turned it off. The reason I'm so angry right now is because I skipped my water bill that was on a payment plan to pay them, and this is how they treated me. Now, I'm not going to have water either until I can pay them $300. That's why I'm so angry with the electric company right now. I pay you 4 days after the due date and you turn it off. You're threatening to turn it off unless I pay this enormous, stupid amount. And I could have kept my water. Now, of course, I still have water, but it should go tomorrow.
There, I edited the post you made.
You did what?
I did an edit on the page on the post you made about the live here. I changed the YouTube link from the Mom Times 5 page link to the actual link to the live.
Oh, okay.
I figured out how to do it. That's what I was doing. That's why I was only halfway paying attention.
Watch out for the Lone Star tick.
Well, I'm
Talk
not
about useless information.
say we're not in Texas, so. So there's a big ass dent in that door. No, there's just body lines. Oh my God, Jesus. Whatever. Go away. Yeah, I ain't worried about it. Come get me.
They're actually saying that, but hell, they're also saying the hantavirus is going to kill us all.
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't killed us all to now, and it's been around for what?
I'll do
Well,
best to find it.
Obama's second term, huh?
It says she did find it. Donna.
She didn't find us on Discord, though, did she?
Y'all stuck. Hurt my feelings.
No shit. Oh, yeah. I already said when Trump was elected, they're going to try and pull another pandemic. And this fat ass bitch ain't going to deal with that. I am not falling for that. Mm-mm.
I don't even know how many moderators I have on this page. 2, 3. Humberto, I think, is one. Then Sherry. I made one. You're technically one. Where'd she go? There she is. Yeah, it is my mayor. Christina's got it too. I know Christina. Christina, I put you on as a mod too. Don't feel like you have to like pay a whole lot of attention to this because it's still a small channel and you've got enough on your plate.
She was on the other live, the live on my channel. Briefly, I thought. Yeah, she was. She was when Tori was on there.
Yeah, she said she woke up at 10.
Yeah. That was 3 hours ago.
I think she said that like the first time I tried to go live or second time. Alex wants to know Alex says, what's your channel?
That one over there.
It don't matter now at the moment because it don't work. Donna took us to the lake today, I guess.
She did?
Yeah, while we were in Discord, I was playing the games on the computer and they were watching. And she
How
went to
do
the
I
lake.
find her channel?
What do you mean?
Because I got through my list the other day, and I had several people that I wanted to subscribe to, but because I can't do it through the lives, I can't even do it through this live.
When I go
Yeah,
back in,
I'm not sure that we're gonna have the same credits, Cynthia, but I'll check into it. Um, Either way, they have ticked me off to no end. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure. You said it was through the state. I don't know. I'll have to look. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I had several people I needed to go and subscribe to. The problem is that we have Sherry with that. I don't have the viewership that he has. When I had his live pulled up at the shop the other day, he had like almost 100 viewers. I have 15 to 20. And you need to have at least 50 subscribers. The other problem is that is a fully monetized channel.
yeah.
And I think that's 90% of the reason I am pissed off is because you'll pay Mr. Beast $4 million a month.
Yeah.
But you can't handle sending me 300. And that's exactly what they've done. We are on, what is the date? The 20th.
It's about to be the 22nd.
Do you know how much we've made over this month? May? $125. That's it.
I mean, granted,
No videos are being seen, no nothing.
that's not what we obviously you guys know we don't prioritize it, but that's just the
No. But normally we're way ahead of that. Our viewership on our lives was last month 10,000, 14,000, 6,000, 8,000. We can't even break 500
I think we
any
get like
live.
2 to 300.
Huh?
I think it's
Huh?
like 2 to 300 average.
Yeah, this month we can't get over 2 or 300. But I think there was one that was right around 500, and that's what they've been doing to me this month. And I think that's why I'm just so pissed off about it.
So much mud.
I think that's why I'm just so mad. It's because I busted my ass. It took 2.5 years to even reach 1,000 subscribers. I literally had to make a post every single day. I was so worn out, burned out. So is this a Detroit problem or is this a Michigan problem where they keep cutting all your power? Are they doing the same shit California's been doing?
All the quote unquote outages.
What is it they do out there? They're doing it in Oregon too. Shutting down the grid for 2 or 3 hours at a time. God, I hope they don't kill people doing that. You know, people need medical stuff.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
They probably shut it down to everybody but the houses that have medical equipment. They probably got like a playlist of like addresses.
Oh, it's a trailer. I thought Cynthia doesn't live in your trailer park, does she?
No, she's a few hours away.
That's what I thought. Didn't she just say something about
I thought Sherry said that.
Well, I know Sherry did. Sherry and I were talking about it when we were on the phone. But I thought Cynthia said something about, I don't know how you live your life. She walks around in her own house with her tail tucked.
She probably can't hear all the sounds of electricity. And he's probably freaking her out. God, nobody vacuums back here.
It's always been that way.
If we don't put it on the list, we ain't gonna do it.
It's like animals get used to certain noises. I did talk to Tori tonight about I need $1,000. It's actually 1,100. You can make payments to Amazon for a particular Sherry will know what I'm talking about. That the big elite 2,000 watt or whatever it is power supply. That would take care of my house in no time. But I don't have a Prime account, nor do I have the order history from Amazon. I don't use a lot of stuff. And
What's the monthly payment on it?
$68 for 24 months.
Did grandma get it set up?
No,
Get it
she
through her?
didn't qualify either.
Damn.
That's what I said. She was going to do it, and I was just going to pay her. But anyway, so I need $1,100 if I want this damn thing. Of course, I was telling the kid up at the shop. He said, just put it on a credit card.
Yeah, no.
I said, do you have a credit card I can use to do that? All right, but when I do, I call and get credit for my own or for downtime, and it's like $5 a squeaky wheel. That's crazy. Maybe that's what you need to be doing, Sherry. Unless you already do.
Be like, this is ridiculous. You need to pay for my food in my fridge.
Well, I already prepared for this.
What? Oh no, I'm talking about with
Oh,
that.
you're
Like,
talking about Cynthia and Sherry.
yeah. Sherry said it's trailer park problems, though. I'm not surprised. That
No,
sounds like
I don't want hell. They don't deserve a penny right now, Michelle. They don't deserve a penny. That's why I'm like, if I could get my hands on $1,100, that would be the end of that electric company. Good. Yeah, mine's been out all week. They called me Monday, and I was a bitch, and they shut it off by 9:30. And I haven't been able to sleep because of their bullshit. Up to that point, I couldn't sleep the last 3 nights because Mother Nature, that fucking crack whore. Did you guys get that cold weather? Hell, it was freezing. Had it dropped below 35, I'd have got him on a state violation.
That'd have been funny if it would have dropped below 35 and it would have kicked back on.
I watched it, got down to 46. I was watching, I was like, I'm getting your fucking ass on a state violation. You do that. Anyway, it never did. But it got down to 46, and my God, it was cold in here. You see the big electric blanket? I have this electric blanket. It does not, I don't have power to run it. And by the way, Sherry,
No, that was one of those brand new energy efficient ones.
yeah, that was one of the new ones. And it was less wattage. So I was like, that's why I was so happy to have it.
I doubt it.
On
See,
your
the
videos.
is um the heater that we have in the garage is a 210 plug, and if it runs nonstop for an entire month, it adds like between $100 and $200 onto the bill.
They do. They do, Sherry. My first year having to use space heaters, that first year that furnace went out, um, my electric bill went from 101 to 240. And the next year when I got them all replaced, because the heaters that I had, they were 5 years old, 6 years old at the time or whatever. So I got the new ones and it cut it back. The next year I got new ones. And then when I got that big one, but yeah, those space heaters will do it. They'll do it to you. But the problem that I have with this, how did my bill go from $120 to 425? It didn't. I also, I was telling you guys, I contacted the park manager. I told her, watch for somebody else who doesn't have power near me. She said, are you serious? And I said, yes, ma'am. Serious as a heart attack. Because if I don't have power, they can't use it. And I feel like somebody's using it some kind of way. I've been around this house. There's only one place where there's an outlet. Yeah, they do. They do. They got me big. Well, wasn't horrible, but I was driving in a truck at the time. But anyway, Cynthia, Christina, thank you. You didn't have to do that. Uh,
Yeah.
the point is that we're supposed to be able to get income from our members, our super chats, our all of that. If we can't utilize that, what's the point of it? That's what I'm so frustrated with. So I'm going to contact creator support and talk to them and tell them, look, you have got to figure this out. It's just not right. I've always done my very best to do what's right. I don't play copyrighted music. Anytime I put a video up that I use music on, if it's copyrighted, I remove it and I start over. To say, and they did this to me as soon as I went, the day I monetized. It shut me down, no visibility, nothing. And then this month, I've had like no views. By the way,
Right.
uh, the one thing I did hear about, people are allowed to go live for hours and hours and hours. Except me, I can't seem to do that. But I have heard that a lot of people have had their accounts hacked. Has anybody heard about YouTube having a breach recently?
No, I haven't.
They don't tell you until it's 2 months later, but I'm wondering. We need to change the password.
I don't know. What you doing? I forgot what I was doing. Welcome to my life.
So I think we need a different streaming platform. And I'm just going to have to find different ways for us to monetize wherever we go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm wondering. It makes me wonder. Maybe we need to go in there and change the password, Tori.
Maybe.
Nikki, how you doing?
Long time no see.
When I was heading up to the hotel, I was so tired, frustrated, because that light would not charge. It's still on, so I guess it's not that bad. Yeah, I think it would be a good start. I really do. Maybe we got a hacking problem because I have heard that. Well, I'm glad. I hope you're doing okay. I've been wondering about you. We don't even see you in the Discord anymore. How's the house coming? Yeah, I think Tori will change that to something we can both remember. And anything I remember is very little. Last treatment Wednesday. All right. And how's it going? I'm trying to get my tags. Still can't get my tags because the lines were 5 miles long. I got to get them before the end of the month. Almost there. Good. Good. Do you guys have like rubbing alcohol?
Isopropyl.
I don't know what they have in the UK. Rubbing alcohol will kill them on site, on contact. What I did when Marshall was with pest control, anytime he would come in, he would drop his shoes out on the porch, and we would have rubbing alcohol, 50 alcohol and water. And I would spray his shoes down because I guess they travel in your shoes and shit.
Yeah.
And I would spray them down. I've lost a stone in weight. Why? What's a stone?
And it's like 14 pounds.
I
Because we
can't
had this
remember what
conversation.
the stone was. 10? 14 pounds?
Something like that.
I don't remember. Eating properly. 10
Yeah.
pounds. I
'Cause
would
remember,
like to, how do we build a channel fast?
looks stupid.
My diabetes review went well. That's good. Looks stupid.
Um,
Huh?
I said, I mean, what else?
Okay, I got to get this going. No, I don't. I have coffee in the thermos. Never mind. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you grabbed some while you were here.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Sherry's got it right. Sound like a broken record, maybe. Like that zombie dude skipping like a discman. Yeah, you gotta apologize. Shit happened.
Okay, so I have a battery operated light and everything takes double A. Everything. So when they turned it out, I had to go to the shop. When they turned it off, I had to go to the shop. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I had to go to the shop. I've been at the shop all week long getting these vehicles ready for paint. Hopefully we can get that Mercedes out of there tomorrow. God, I hope. Anyway, so when I got done at the shop, of course I was pissed off beyond all recognition at that point because I had all day to think about it.
Yeah.
And I just get more and more pissed off at him when I think about it. Anyway, so while I was thinking and sanding this car and getting the primer ready and all of that good stuff, I'm thinking of different things that I can use of a horror movie. You haven't been online much. I wonder why. Yeah, they are. So anyway, I'm like, everything I have is I've got this rechargeable light that Scott gave me for Christmas 2 years ago.
Something like that, I think. I don't know.
And then I have a light just like it, but it's smaller, double A batteries. It's battery operated, it says double A batteries. I've got the little light that you put underneath your cabinet. It's just a little one. I just wanted to have something on in the kitchen. Double A batteries. So I'm like, okay, I go over to the Dollar General. The batteries for 8 is $11. And I thought, now that's effing stupid.
I don't know. Have you okay? Did you guys notice the little like pinata looking frilly things that hang from his ceiling? The last time I scrolled past his live, I noticed these. They are pink dicks hanging off of his ceiling. Like you know what I'm talking about? You have to open them up and they look kind of like a Chinese lantern type of thing. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, okay. And then he'll run out of the room and he'll come back and throw something at you.
Oh my God. Anyway, so everything, so then I went through all my flashlights, all double A. None of them worked, by the way. I literally had to throw away, not even kidding, 6 flashlights
Wow.
that did not work. I'm switching out batteries. I'm like, okay, maybe these batteries are bad. And I switched them out. No. 2 of them had the AAA, but they had the little black thing that you put the AAAs in and then you slide it into the flashlight.
Yeah.
Didn't work. Had to throw them away.
You
I'm
put him
like,
in there.
okay, I had an entire drawer with all of these flashlights in them that I have been putting for days like this, and they don't work. I couldn't even get a hint of light out of them, but I'm not surprised. So anyway, everything is double A. So I went over to the Dollar Tree um, after I left the Dollar General because I'm like, I am not spending $11 on batteries. All I need is the batteries to run the light for a few hours in the evening time. When it gets dark, I'll turn it on. And all week long, I've been going to bed early because I've been at the shop every single day. I have to be there before Grandpa gets there. Trying to get the paint finally arrived. It wasn't supposed to arrive until the 27th, but I wanted that Kia for Thomas done. Then the Mercedes comes in. That has been nothing but a flippin' nightmare. It's going to be a bigger nightmare tomorrow.
Yeah, he wears a diaper over his pants. I saw that the last time too. It's like, what?
We don't have anybody in here.
She just said something a minute ago.
It says there's nobody in here.
I also did just get a notification that she sent a $2 thing on one of your videos or one of your things.
Do you have Cash App, Christina? Why would some dumbass wear a diaper over himself? I don't understand why this thing says now it says well, it says 0.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. YouTube has got some real effing problems. It's like they don't want anybody to be live. That's funny, Michelle.
I told him I can. That I'm struggling to get on board with someone that talks like this talks like he's a skipping discman.
A what?
A skipping discman.
What's that mean?
You know, like a CD player you put in your pocket that runs on batteries. back in the day, the little CD player with the headphones attached to it, and if you bumped it, it'd skip.
Oh, yeah. She sincerely did not give a damn. Oh, he doesn't give a damn. No, he don't give a damn. That's because he's got so much attention from doing so much dumb shit like that.
And he
And
gets
that just goes back to what I was saying is people just don't have the mind capacity to have a normal conversation. Anyway, so I go and I look for these batteries. I went over to the Dollar Tree and with my change, I got 3 packs of batteries. Two, 3 4-packs. And so I got that light going and I had the little light going for 2 nights. And but while I was at the Dollar General, they have, let me go get it because I'm not exactly sure what it is. And my mom gave me the money. Can you see that? I don't think you can.
that's not Joe chafing fuel. That sounds weird.
I have no idea what it is. But you light it and it goes underneath. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Hello.
What are they for? What are they for? Anyway, I guess you put them underneath your catering stuff after you light them. Well, I'll tell you what, it's feeding my dog. And I can make at least a little bit of coffee. But it's feeding my dog. That's the one thing that I don't like about it is that she's got to suffer, but as long as she's with me, it's okay. Anyway, I was able to make some coffee. I was able to, sorry, Trayson, hello. And then I was able to have warm water from, warm water that I can put in Bella's food. I tried to give her food without the warm water tonight. She wouldn't eat it. She would not eat it.
Yeah, that went
Anyway,
over well.
what?
Her food.
Yeah, shit, that did not go over well at all. Yeah, it comes in very handy. Doesn't last very long, but it does what I need it to do. So what I need to do now is I need to get my lot rent finished. I paid 440, so now I only need 60 and that's done. I need to get my tags. And then I need Yeah, it's right here. It won't do much for me. Can't use the coffee pot. It won't power the coffee pot. It'll power the can opener and it'll power this. It'll power this, but that's it. And when I power that, I can only run it for 3 hours. Did they have them at the Dollar Tree? I'll have to check that out. Anyway, I can't even get it to charge that light. It's almost like and that's just a like phone charger. It's only 200 watts. So anything that goes over 200 watts, it won't run it. So I can charge the phone. Well, it's supposed to have a light, but it's not working.
Pocket stove.
Okay.
She's got a little burner thing, little gas burner thing or whatever.
A pocket stove. Well, it's supposed to have a light on it, but
See, I don't have that little
there it
mini fridge
goes.
anymore.
It's got a light on it. And then once you give it a chance to catch up, I can run that light for 2 hours, 2.4 hours.
What's the charger style on that? Is it
And
like what charges it?
I don't have the cord here. I've been charging it at the shop.
Yeah. Is there
It
something other
come
that
with
will look at you?
a cord for the vehicle. And I don't know what I did with it. So I'm gonna have to look at the shop because I was looking for it for tonight. I had already charged this at the shop, but I was looking for it for tonight and I don't know what the hell I done with it. It's around here somewhere. Or maybe it's at the shop.
No, she's got the cord for it. There's a reason I was asking is because the charger cord that we have for our battery jump box, it's a type C charger, but I ordered it off Amazon. It's a little bit stronger type charger cord.
For what?
It charges our jump box.
Oh,
Because a
yeah.
regular one takes like 2 days. A regular type C charger cord takes like 2 days to charge it. Whereas this one, it
Yeah,
only takes this new one, it's only a couple days.
that light is charged. Remember, I told you it's charged with that old phone charger type.
Mhm.
And for some reason, it will charge on here, but well, it didn't even charge. I even put it I think there might be something wrong with this cord. That would be my luck because my phone charger went out, broke. Damn thing freaking broke and come apart. The thing came apart, the end of it. Anyway, when I had it in the car on my way up there, it got hot.
Yeah.
No idea why. So anyway, I can run a lamp on here for a couple hours and
Oh.
Huh? Are we going back to caveman days? What'd I miss? Did I ever put this on live chat? It seems like I'm not getting any of the chats or getting them all. There. Anybody there? Really? It's just mist and rain. Excuse me, mist and rain out there. Oh, it's going. I've just been watching videos on YouTube. I'm trying to learn how to um, do other paint work on a vehicle. I'm also trying to learn how to do glass resin on the windshields. And I'm also watching videos on window tinting and uh, tinting tail lights and headlights. I think I got bit by a mosquito on my back. What? Uh, I'm not talented with all that. I can do paint work, but I'm trying to learn some of the other stuff. Um, I want to learn the headlights and the taillights, and I
By the
want to
way,
learn how to tint windows. Huh?
by the way, Kevin, Sarah, and Donna were all saying that that mechanic simulator game I have on my phone, or not on my phone, on my computer, would probably we all agreed that it would probably teach you how to work on cars.
I've gone to Simulator. Can't remember the name of the website. I saw that one dude. Websites you need to know about. Anyway, it's teaching me, but it's different cars. I want to learn how to jack up a car so I can start doing. The problem is that I can't do any videos for YouTube. I don't have enough memory on my phone. Good night, Trayson.
Good night.
I don't have enough memory on my phone. I can't record any more than 30 minutes worth. I'm having to make shorts. I need an old phone that I can.
I keep forgetting to ask Scott if he cares
He
if you
won't
take
take
the
my calls, so I've tried to ask him.
No, he's had an interesting week. He was ready to go to jail over John on Tuesday.
But he still works
And
there?
yeah, because he had a migraine on Monday and he's had like a residual headache Tuesday. We went up there at like 5 to get my wallet because we had the concert to go to. Literally like 5 o'clock. We pull in the parking lot. He gets out. John shuts the loader off in the middle of the street, gets out and says, "You can leave my truck right there." He's like, "I wasn't here for your fucking truck." And then, like, me and Scott were arguing most of the day. And anyway, as it was, so he was on edge. And I was in the parking lot still and started hearing the office door bang. I heard like one or two bangs on the office door and started walking towards the yard and kept hearing it. And that's after about 3 or 4 of them, that's when it clicked that and I just like inadvertently, like a factory default, started heading that way to intervene in some shit because Scott went like MMA on the office door instead of on John. Because John was running his mouth about the truck and this and that, being shitty, not once asking him if he was all right. And then Wednesday, we find out Wednesday because he didn't go either because of the incident from the day before. Um, Little John had texted him. Apparently, John had messaged Freddie saying something about Scott stacked a gold Honda Accord in the brush pile that was already sold for 35. And Scott's like, "No, I didn't. Why would I carry stuff in with the loader that runs and drives?" Well, he went to work this morning ready to fight, ready to exchange words. He got there and was put to work. Nobody said anything. He's like, "Okay, whatever."
Hi, Amber.
Oh, right there.
She said, I'm here for your fucking truck.
And it was literally to get my wallet out of the GMC because I left it there Sunday night, Monday morning when I had the truck. Because my work pants don't have back pockets, so when I'd stopped and got something to drink on my way to work, I put the wallet in the center console.
How does that? Let's let in here.
Hello. The sun and rain. I don't
You
even
know
have
what,
to.
Angie? You know what Angie could do to really boost her son.
Mm.
Go buy land.
You know, there's always an excuse as to why she can't do this, why she can't do that.
Well, he's got more excuses than anybody because he's afraid of failure, I guess. Is that what he said last time when we tried to get him to? Whatever
Right.
happened with this tire shop idea?
I don't know. I was never part of it. I don't give a shit.
July and August, I just couldn't figure out lodging. It's nuts expensive right now. Stupid FIFA World Cup. I
Yeah.
thought that FIFA World Cup was, where's that going to be at? I thought that was in Washington or
Yeah, no idea.
DC. I mean,
But
I know. I was shocked to see Nikki here in Houston. Oh, I did not realize.
it got a little upsetting. Like I had to actually say something yesterday
About what?
because of all this happened this week. Scott was saying something to her about being depressed and not wanting to get out of bed, and she's like, "You don't know nothing about depression." Well, what if as soon as we got in the Tahoe to go run the errands that we were running, um, I was like, "Yeah, well, that was a real shitty way, a real perfect." That was really shitty, but a perfect way to downplay somebody's emotions. Yes, yeah, I know.
His own mother?
Yeah. And of course, to avoid an argument or anything, I bit my tongue. There's one time I have not bit my tongue against his mom and his sister, and it's when his sister tried to call him a murderer because she had a miscarriage.
She said that to him or he said that to her?
What, the depression thing?
Yeah.
She said that to him.
What's he depressed about?
Just everything that happened with John and the way the argument over the whole caring more about his shirt than checking to see if Scott was all right, if he was feeling better, and they being accused of destroying a car that was sold. Well, apparently Scott didn't do it because, like, it became a whole thing saying Scott doesn't give a shit about anything when he's in the loader and this and that. And it's like, well, even if that little John told John, while John was on the phone with Freddie, it's like, well, if that car did get stacked, you kind of had him in the loader he was in the loader for 2 weeks with the overheating problem, and he could only move 2 cars at a time before he had to shut it down and leave it for a while, which is why it's like, so you guys complain about overtime, but had him running like that for 2 weeks and this and that because John is feeding Freddie a bunch of shit saying Scott doesn't care, and he just without even one single thought does this and that, just destroys everything. Like, really? Because for one, John's harder on the equipment than anybody else combined. I've seen John put loader forks through a sellable vehicle just because shit wasn't moving fast enough.
I hope you're okay, Nikki. My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, depression hits everybody. But at the same time, no offense, but Scott is going to. One of the. Here's what. Remember when you were complaining? Oh, I don't remember when it was. I mean, it was a while back that Scott was doing this or this or this. And I'm like, Tori, you've been with him this long. You know that's how he is. and kind of just told you were going to have to deal with it because it was a choice you were making to be with him. But it's kind of the same way with Elizabeth. It's kind of the same way with the job. John has always treated Scott like hell. And I wonder, I worry whenever the subject comes up, does Scott not feel like he's worth better than that?
I'm saying the thing is when John gets away from the yard and he's not in like work hours, he's fine. Like he doesn't have a mean bone in his shitty bone in his body. Sorry, Harry Potter's on. That's why I keep looking that way.
No, you're fine. Left her child here in Illinois.
Wow.
That's some shit right there. That's the reason I won't talk to my sister. She had 4 children, didn't raise one damn one of them. She chose drugs over her kids.
Sounds like
But
somebody else I
I
know.
worry that Scott does not realize he's worth a hell of a lot more than that.
No, he had leads on another scrapyard. I don't know what it's called. I guess it's the old Arrow lot. Because I think Arrow's at that building on MacArthur now, aren't they?
Yeah, they got a new one.
Where the mater used to sit.
Yes.
So it's wherever they used to be is where this new scrapyard's at.
No, Scott has worked for John off and on for
Since like 2019, I think.
long, long time.
But we've
And
known
this
him since
guy, I tell you what, if I had to work for that son of a bitch, he'd be dead.
2015 now.
He is a douche nozzle from hell. He's mean. He is, oh my God.
But when he leaves, when he's outside of the yard doing other stuff, he's fine.
So, I mean, that's why you remember when I said we needed to start our own shop. I'll run the office. And he never did it. He wouldn't even talk to me about it. And all he kept saying was that he was afraid of failure.
Lately, lately the thing has been because we've argued about it a few times. Um, because it's something that we used to do together. He's burned out on working on shit, like turning wrenches. He's like, I'm so sick of it because I've had to do everybody else's shit and all my shit's always broke because everybody else wants, every time I try to do something with my stuff, somebody shows up wanting their stuff done. And ever since he said that, I mean, people that randomly stop at the house, I'm like, no, we don't do outside work. John's toxic at the yard. Like, what was it? I think Scott may have said something to you about it, like had like gloated about it. It was like a month or so ago when he went and got the ramp trailer from John's. Um, he when Scott got there after work, like I guess John was racing him to the house because he knew Scott was coming to get the trailer, and he like raced Scott to the house, ran inside really fast, changed out of his work clothes into just like a t-shirt and shorts, and they went and spent 10, 15, 20 minutes out in the driveway. John, Scott, and John's son, he's like 10 or something like that, 8, 10, 11. I don't know how old he is. The three of them went and played pig with the basketball. Like just normal playing games. Ooh.
He doesn't have to turn wrenches. I'll tell you what, if he could get his hands on a scrapyard, Scott alone could put John out of business.
And I guess the other day Scott said that he's like, I think Alicia's right. I guess Alicia said that John sold Freddie a lemon. Like that's interesting coming from his own wife.
It's because of John. John is just, look how many businesses he's had. And he can't do shit with them. He's got this money what money you got coming in, bitch? You got all your shit sitting in a warehouse because he can't maintain a decent relationship with people in order to have a consignment. You know why Grandpa won't do any business with him? Because I asked him. They have no cars. I don't know if you've seen, there's only 2 cars on the lot.
Yeah, I haven't been down there in a little bit.
Yeah. There's 2 cars on the lot. Grandpa bought 2. And so I rushed and got it done. He bought 3 actually last week. Or this week. No, it was last week. He got the Mercedes, and then this week he got a Buick something pretty midnight blue. It's real pretty. Or sky blue, sorry. And then he bought a Jeep Liberty, which, oh my God, if I could record that detail, it is going to be probably my second worst detail.
Ew.
It is so bad. Anyway, the Buick is good to go. He's freaking out because Credit King is where it came from. And I said, I promise you, this needed to be off their lot. They needed to rotate it off. It's running fine. I gunned it. I drive it like hell. I drive them all like hell. And anyway, so we were talking about, well, why don't we just go and talk to John and see if we can't take some cars off his hands? He said because he's in big with Big Corey.
Who?
Big Corey.
I don't know who the hell that is. I've never heard that name before.
That is a dealer here in town who has been charged many, many, many times. Finally got his ass. He's in jail now. Or he was, as what Grandpa said. He was in jail. Don't know if he's still there or not. Anyway, he's been screwing people over, and he is the reason why all of the car lots have to do better or have to watch their back with the DA. Is because of that fucker.
Yeah, I've never heard that name before.
Yeah, Big Corey. Big Corey is the one that put James's car lot out of business, where Grandpa got the Cadillac. Um, Head first. Oh my God. Anyway, John just cannot maintain relationships in life. Otherwise, he'd have in business. I mean, he would have a place to sell those cars. He doesn't have. He's got his eggs in one basket where he's selling stuff. That's like we have a car door from that HHR sitting in our shop. We don't know where to take it. Tired, driving all around all day. Good night, Christina. Have a good night.
We'll see. We'll see where we end up tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. Just make sure you're subscribed.
I'm pretty sure she was the one that like even recommended this.
Was she?
I think so. It was in Discord. I happened to see it pop up and said something about going live on here.
I rest. John sounds like he needs an attitude adjustment when you keep losing people.
But see, here's the and you're right, but here's the thing. John no longer has full say so because 70% of the company is owned by Freddie. Freddie lives in Iowa. That's part of the problem. I brought that point up to Scott yesterday. I said, was it yesterday? I think it was. When he was on the phone with Little John. Little John's the Mexican that works up there. And
Yeah, the
John's
one who never got back with Grandpa.
I think he's having home problems. Which is a really long story that we're not gonna talk about publicly. Um,
What's that
I
other guy's name?
Troy, fuck him. Hey, he can kick rocks. He can choke on a rock. He disappeared.
Did he really?
Yeah, doesn't even call Scott anymore. Doesn't even talk to Scott no more. His wife got her back pay on her disability after years of fighting it, like tens of thousands of dollars in back pay, and pretty much went almost 3 weeks without coming to work, and then showed up one day, and then quit showing up again. Still hasn't been fired.
Wow.
Won't talk to nobody. I'm like, wow, you sound like a smug little bitch now that your wife, now that your girlfriend, you're not even married, now that your girlfriend has money.
But a lot of good that's going to do him. That shit runs out fast. But anyway, you were telling him about Freddie being gone.
No, that Freddie, I brought up a point, and he's like, actually, no, he hasn't. I was like, has Freddie spent even an entire day there? He goes, no, he hasn't. Like, maybe you should fly down here and spend a day or two at the yard and see how shit works.
I don't think that place has owners that care. And you want to know what pisses me off about that? Those owners literally have money sitting around and they do nothing with it. And I can't get anybody in the door.
And I guess Freddie's a broker, so like I just learned that one. But he gets shitty over stuff, talking about pissing away thousands of dollars and blah, 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 based on what John says. And I told Scott, I said, maybe you need to get a hold of Freddie over this car situation. And then I also brought up the point, I said, you know what? If it's that big of a damn deal, and if you are for sure, like 100% sure that that Honda got, and I know which Honda it is because it was a couple weeks ago when I was there, and I was helping bringing stuff in when the loader was overheating. When I got there, like, no sooner did I get out of the truck, and John was like, "Hey, grab the keys to the gold Honda and the Hyundai," and points in the opposite direction. He goes, get the keys for those and drive them in." All right, that's cool. I don't mind. Um, he said after he said that, I had to go hunt for the keys, but this gold Honda, it's like, if you're still adamant about saying that Scott stacked this car in the crush pile, why don't you check your damn cameras and prove it? Because that's one of the reasons that we had left it. That was one of the errands that we were running. Is we went down there to the yard, and Scott didn't have the key to the gate because he wasn't sure he even had a job. But he was looking through the front gate, and he checked through the back gate to see if that car was stacked somewhere. He's like, I can't even see it. And he stood up on the blocks by the back gate and saw it nowhere in the crush pile. He's like, I don't even see it.
This
He's
guy's
like,
a real piece of work.
well, he's like, I didn't. He's like, well, I know for a fact I did not stack it Friday, and I ain't been there since. So nobody
I've
worked
told
Saturday.
Scott, Michelle, I've told him 100 times. Yeah, well, it's on them. If they're going to be stupid about it, it's on them.
But
But I've told Scott 100 times, He was over here ready to kill somebody, and you could see it all over his face here, what, a few months ago, I guess it was, Tori? And it was over that fucker Chris. You remember that?
Uh, one of the times, yeah, there was couple,
Yeah,
3
and you
times.
guys were sitting here in the living room, and me and Scott literally got deep down into that conversation, and I'm like, dude, you have got to get away from that shit. You've got to get away from it. And but I just feel like, and I was telling Grandpa and Grandma that I feel like Scott just doesn't feel like he's worth better. I said, look how successful this guy could be. No matter what he does, whether he's turning wrenches or whatever. And you know what? As far as those people who come knocking on your door, if you had a shop, they'd have to fucking pay. You know what I mean? Scott just needs to be there for his 8 hours because he's going to make plenty of money. He would have made plenty of money. He could be such a successful guy. He's got the energy, but he is
Mhm.
getting older.
Yeah, that's kind of running out of both of us.
I know. I know that feeling, but I still keep trying. I still keep going the best that I can, you know. Like Daniel, man, he's loving the fact that me and Grandpa can do so much. He's like, now he's asking us if we'll paint his pickup truck.
Is that what
He's
that
got a,
emblem on?
huh?
The emblem off his truck?
He wants us to paint the roof, the hood, and the front bumper.
Damn it.
And I'm like, oh, because it's the old '07. It's the original '07, not the classic
Uh,
Silverado. Anyway, it's got all kinds of problems as far as the paint and all of that. But it's a beautiful pickup. I did his glass today. Oh man, he had a lot of soft spots in his glass. Anyway,
that sucks.
oh, Scott's totally worth it. And I think that's why I kind of get upset at Scott's mother. She could play such a pivotal role in the direction of his life because he loves his mom. And all kids should love their moms, or at least, the good moms, or the ones that try. I mean, and some of us are not blessed with good moms. But the moms that love us, my mother, when I talked to her about being a truck driver, she's like, Chris, are you sure you can do that? Are you sure? Okay, well, I'll support you. If that's what you want to do. And that is what she should be doing. She should be pushing him to be all he can be. A mom can always make a difference, and he loves his mom. He's a big mama's boy. And he is totally worth he's worth so much more. That guy, I mean, when you put my two son-in-laws together, they don't compare. Speaking of, what is
Mm,
Greg doing all fucking day?
I don't know.
Is he even working?
I don't think so.
Well, he sure drives 100 miles a day. Do you get notifications on him?
No.
On Life 360? He's going 8 miles here, 7 miles here, 4 miles here, 3 more miles here, 8 miles there, all day long. Like he is literally driving a truck. That's what I need from my mom. I tell ya, I just feel like I said, you put my 2 son-in-laws up against the other, and there's no comparison. Scott could be such a successful guy, but I just feel like he just does not have the confidence in life. Greatest mom in the world. There you go. I just feel like I mean, I'm not his mom. He doesn't listen to me. He does, but he doesn't. But I'm not his mom. And so it's different if I tell him. But if
He,
his mother would tell him, huh?
no, she is 2 things. One, she also has a less than desirable way of delivering things, and most of the things that she says to him comes out awfully shitty.
Oh no, I'm damn sure it does. I know her.
And it's like, maybe try changing how you say stuff. Maybe it might help. And he spent a good majority of his life being being a yes man, always saying yes to people, always stretching his neck out for people. And I've finally, over the last 2, 3 years, and finally, after being a broken record, I've told him, I said, you need it. 'Cause started getting stressed out over the last probably 5 years. And I finally started being a broken record, telling him, I said, tell people no.
Yeah, learn how to say no.
I was like, why don't you put yourself first? Because there's been a couple of times he's talking about, he said something about being stretched thin, always doing for other people and this and that. I said, well, then tell them no. And I think a lot of it started when Travis came into the picture. I'm like, tell him no.
Travis.
The one that's in jail for running from Goddard.
Oh. Ah. What did Travis do to him?
Always he'd come at me with this, come at me with that, and try to do this fucking childish pity party thing. Oh, you don't love me, do you? Dude, stop.
Oh my God.
Come at me with this. Come at me with that. La, 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 la.
I just feel like, it's Scott's mom and she should have played a bigger role in trying to push him to be what he's capable of. You know?
He was doing good until Teresa started her shit getting him fired from jobs because she couldn't handle being a mom. So she would blow up his phone, talk about you need to come home and this and that, blah blah blah. And because it was something about the kids, he would, when it comes to the kids, he'd come running, and it would get him fired.
Yeah, that was a long time ago though.
Well, and it's been kind of downhill ever since. And Spirit really working at Spirit really crushed a lot of, I guess, for lack of better words, like a lot of the twinkle in him, a lot of the spirit in him. Like he regrets that job.
He what?
He regrets ever working at Spirit because
It
it
does
just,
take you gotta be a special kind of person, but you gotta be all kinds of greedy for the money.
yeah, like just the supervisors treated everybody like shit. He said they didn't care about the resistance.
And I'm not even talking about taking a job. I'm talking like Have his own scrapyard. Don't turn wrenches. Make somebody else do that. That's what you pay people for. I'm proud of you for having the job that you got. I was worried you weren't gonna make it. Whether it be their fault or you get fed up with the shit.
I think the only reason it works is because there's a lot of the time I've been here that I have worked the complete opposite of George.
I agree. You think it would be different if you actually had to work with him every day?
Yeah, because that's when all the arguments and fights between me and him happened is when I had to work the same shifts as him. Our shifts would overlap. Like that whole him getting shitty saying that Sheila says that I'm checking people in without credit cards. And I popped off immediately and said, "That's bullshit and you know it." Which shut him up. He went back to eating his lunch.
And the only other thing that Scott has that is working against him is he doesn't focus. I don't know if that's the ADHD, even though he's got medication.
He gets not necessarily sidetracked per se. It's more of a he gets bored with one task for too long.
I do too.
And it upsets him. Like it frustrates him.
It feels like I feel like when I am working on something and I can't make it go, what's the point? You know what I mean? I get frustrated with the fact that I can't make it go, no matter what it is. Yeah. I'm proud of Tori for keeping that job. I couldn't. I worked there. I couldn't keep it because I couldn't handle the bullshit. And now that Sean is gone, I know for a fact my suspicion was the truth. It was all George, every last bit of it, because he won't send me that letter. He will not hire me back. Yeah, the Japanese culture is very different. You're right. And you should be a PI. If you wanted to be a PI, you should have done it by now, woman. You know, my problem is I hold myself back because of, I don't know if it's confidence or what, but I cannot find work. I think 99% of that was because so many temporary jobs.
Oh, um, that hotel I told you that they built behind the QT at 37th and Rock is called Everhome Suites.
Yep, I applied.
Okay, like I
They
saw
made
that.
you
Yeah.
go they made you go to their website and apply just like Candlewood,
Mhm.
and never got a response. You know what how many applications I have?
You said it a few times.
I am now over 2,000. In fact, I haven't even done any applications in the last 2 weeks. I just said forget it. Um, I Tues Tuesday Tuesday Tuesday, I was sitting at the shop. I had to wait for grandpa to come back. He had to go get another can of paint. Um, because we didn't have enough primer to finish up that Kia for Thomas and get it ready for the paint to arrive. And while I'm waiting, I got another rejection letter. These people wait 3 months. So anyway, I don't even remember what was going on that day. Something was going on, and I was just on that edge, wanting to cry, couldn't laugh, couldn't smile, couldn't do anything. And he walked in, he came back at the time I'm wiping my face from my tears. And he goes, "Are you all right?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, just another rejection letter." And we had this long conversation. And that was the same conversation where we got to talking about John and his bullshit. My resume was 9 pages long when because I asked Deidre to help me make it, and I don't know what program or software she used, but it inputted like everything. My resume is not a problem. My resume is full of truck driving jobs. And oh shit. And one of the things you cannot do in this country is change careers at my age.
Just reset.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's time reset.
Well, I don't think the phone is going to make it. I keep forgetting. Yep, it's not going to do it. I'll talk until it won't charge, so it can't anymore. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand. Okay. Yeah, my problem is my age and the fact that I was a truck driver for 26 years. In this country, you cannot go into another field from truck driving. I don't know why, but the first thing they'll tell you is we're really looking for somebody who has experience with customers.
Yeah.
Um, then they'll turn around and tell you that you probably don't have the computer skills and all of that. Well, actually, on the contrary, I can run a computer better than most regular people. I don't have recent experience like Walmart. Walmart wanted to hire me for 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Well, I needed full time work. And I said, well, if I take that position, will I be able to move into a full time job at some point? Well, no, we don't do that with Walmart. And if we have an open position, we advertise it. And I'm like, but what if I'm already working there and I would like that position? She said, then who would we put in your position? So you've got that attitude. And then the third attitude you have is that we have younger people in charge now. And those younger people don't want older people, boomers, working for them. And then you've got the economy. And that is part of the reason why I'm very pissed off at the fact that I voted for a motherfucker who made everything great the first time, but can't seem to get it right this time. Well,
I can't hear you. And I'm echoing.
you know, $1 trillion company can't even get their shit right. Um,
We can go ahead and call it.
yeah.
I got the echo, so you can say the goodbye.
You what?
Since I have the echo, you can lead the buys.
You can't even see me. Anyway, they can't hear me.
Then you mute. Okay. Well, maybe, hopefully, maybe, kind of might be back tomorrow night. Depends on how things go. So I guess we'll just play it by ear. We will see you guys all tomorrow. Good night, guys. Yeah, probably. I mean, her maybe not, because your phone might charge a little faster without YouTube running. And I'll be there. I'll hang out there for a little bit. Hey, you know what? You got all those ass kicking vibes you need. But we will see you guys all somewhere, some way, sometime, somehow. All right. Peace.